All right, Gator, future histories, you're on top selection. What are the numbers we need to put in?
Yeah, look, I'm happy that way. I think the reasons have been well outlined. Without a fight, it's much more obvious off a terrific win, Caulfield Cup. Vauban Gold Trip, round out my top four. I'm 21, 3, 5 and 1 this year. All
right, Vauban is the most talked about horse, the favourite in the stablemate. Absurd is the best backed horse. Willie Mullins trains them both. He's with Eddie.
We're about to jump, Willie Mullins. Welcome back to the Melbourne Cup. It's big, isn't it?
It is. It's huge. You know, I haven't been here for a while, and just when we walked in today, we all remarked, you know, what a spectacular event it is. You know, it's just, it's fantastic.
You've been telling everybody that your other horse, Absurd, is going to be a good run today. It's been backed off the map in the last hour here on the course.
Good. He's very relaxed. The two of them are very relaxed down in the stalls, and I'm just trying to keep an eye on them here. They'll both look like they're taking their parading here very well as well. You know, I was a little worried maybe they might get upset, especially with this heat, but they're two ex-French horses. They're used to this heat.
Well, you said, I laughed today when you said 22 was boiling point for the Irish, but the French horses might go a little bit warmer. Vauban and Absurd, they're two wonderful horses. You feeling good about things?
Two wonderful horses. Sorry, say that.
Yeah, just wonderful horses. You're feeling good. Everything. You couldn't do anything more, could you?
Everything has gone according to plan. I've got two fantastic jockeys. They're pre-training. Their training has gone 100%. We've got a lovely draw. Everything has gone right. We just need a little bit of luck in running now.
Willie, good luck. I hope to speak to you soon.
Hopefully you will want to afterwards. Thank you.
Thanks, Willie. Willie Mullins joining us. Let's get ready for the Melbourne Cup. Thanks to Lexus.
It'll be a historic moment if Willie Mullins can finally win his first Melbourne Cup. He went so close with Max Dynamite a few years ago. We're out in the middle of the mounting yard where most of the connections are milling around beforehand. Dave Eustace is here. He won last year's Melbourne Cup with Kieran Maher. Dave, just a few minutes out. You've got 5 runners again in the Melbourne Cup. How are the nerves?
Not too bad, but yeah, obviously it's the last half an hour has been fairly tense and a lot going on, but yeah, looking forward to it.
Gold Trip's the obvious. Is he better than last year? Can he carry the weight and win again?
We think he's going better than last year. He's going to need to with the weight that he's carrying and the ground the way it is, but there's enough juice in the ground. Liam's done a wonderful job. For the whole day. It's held up really well.
Good luck, David.
Thank you.
Dave Eustace and Kieran Maher, they're hoping to win the Melbourne Cup back-to-back. What a story that would be. Gator, the first 1,200 metres of this race with this famous Flemington start is going to be all important. We've got horses that will be wanting to come out wide who can get a position, and we've got the favourite Vauban drawn down on the inside. What do you think the speed will be like in this first part of the Melbourne Cup?
Look, I think it'll be on, Mike. I think it'll be a proper endurance test. You've got a couple of natural on-speed runners, a big long run to the first turn, but a couple of those on-speed runners are drawn out, so they'll need to use a little bit of petrol early to find a spot, and that can create an even more genuine tempo. So let it unfold. Let the best athlete win.
I'm standing next to Sam Freedman right now without a fight, hoping to create history and go into the record books after winning the Caulfield Cup and a Melbourne Cup. Your family is steeped in Melbourne Cup history, but for you, this is your biggest moment. How are your nerves right now?
Yeah, feeling good. No, it's very exciting. I mean, you've got to try and enjoy the day. We've done a really good job, all the staff at home, to get the horse here in great shape. He was very good in the Caulfield Cup. He's got to go up a notch again, and you know, we feel he has. So let's wait and see.
What are you going to do from the barrier?
Didn't give Mark any instructions, to be honest. I don't want to overcomplicate it. He knows the horse well. Just getting him into a rhythm will be the main thing, you know, getting him breathing, comfortable, relaxed. His race will be won in the first half of the race, and if he's in a good rhythm and he's getting a nice run, he'll be there at the finish.
Your great-great-grandfather rode 3 Melbourne Cup winners. Your uncle's trained 5 with your dad, 5 with your dad. What about you? What would a Melbourne Cup victory on your mental-piece mean?
Oh, look, it'd mean everything, you know. It's a race I've grown up watching, and it's probably felt a little bit out of reach, you know, given the international flavour of it now. But now we've got one of our own to have a good crack, so hopefully we can do it. We started out with jockeys and we've all got a bit taller, and now we're trainers, so yeah, hopefully it can continue.
Who do you think's the toughest for Without a Fight to beat?
Oh, look, I'd say Vauban. Yeah, he looks he looks like he's paraded really well. He's got great form. He was impressive at Ascot, so I'd say he's the one to beat.
Good luck, Sam.
Cheers.
Sam Freedman, what a moment it would be for the Freedmans as they get ready for this Lexus Melbourne Cup. Britt Taylor, who do you like in the Cup today?
Been with Solcombe all week. I'm putting full faith in that gear change by Chris Waller and Joe Moreira. We spoke to Chris earlier and he talked about how Joe is just going to keep him moving in his prelim and behind the gates in an attempt to get him to jump. If he does, I think he's a huge chance. But gee, Gold Trip could not have looked any better when I saw him enter the yard. And of the two Willie Mullins pair, I actually really like Absurd as opposed to Vauban.
Look spectacular. Not that I'm any equine judge of flesh, but he looked right at the top of his game, didn't he? And Vauban to be a fascinating. He'll have a head start, you'd think, on Absurd in the first section of the race. But Michelle, I might bring you in here. This is the jockeys on the back of the horse now. Just started to mill around and move in. Is this where the nerves really hit, or are you still calm?
Well, for me, I was so ready. I just felt so excited to get into those barriers and to get out there and to take on the race. So everybody will be running through their tactics, what they're planning on doing, taking a last look at all of the other horses' colours, the horses moving into the barriers and your plan, and just making sure that you're focused and in the zone.
Eddie, we're not far away now from the running of this great race. You've got Glenn Boss with you.
Yeah.
The nerves are jangling for everyone involved. Bossy, if you could ride one right now, who would it be?
Vauban. Yeah, I just love the way he's going. Oh, he paraded okay. I was told he looks a bit rough in his coat, but they haven't clipped him on purpose, so that's probably why he's a little bit hot, but he's just got class with a capital C, and Ryan Moore, he just knows how to get the job done.
And isn't it great to have Willie Mullins and the Irish boys trying to pull it all over all our eyes as we're getting ready to go. I've never seen Flemington look so good. You said that before. And let's get ready now to head for Matt Hill in a few moments' time. But the grandstands are absolutely packed, and the atmosphere is electric, and it has been since about 10 o'clock this morning, the build-up to this race. The internationals and all the locals are ready to go. So let's go to Matt Hill now for the running of the 2023 Lexus Melbourne Cup.
Vow and Declare, the first horse since Malua to run in the race 4 years after winning it. The 8-year-old Vow and Declare goes into the stalls with Billy Egan. More Fallons milling around. Also about to join them, Magical Lagoon for Mark Duplessis. Shiraz, one of the bolters, True Marvel, who's also at 150 to 1 here, waiting its turn. As Lastochka, the French mare with Craig Williams, looking to win the Melbourne Cup again, waits her turn. Magical Lagoon just digging the heels in at the moment. So a couple of these horses just a little bit stirred up in these windy conditions out there at the 3,200 metre start. Vauban, the favourites, $5.70 pari-mutuel, but Gold Trip at $6. So we've still got 4 or 5 to come along. Deshaun Sweet Jr. is one of those. Now Shiraz with young Beau Mertens, trained by Chris Waller, who won this race with Very Elegant 2 years ago. True Marvel now, very relaxed indeed, goes in. So Deshaun Sweet Jr. and also More Fallons are going to be the final couple, with also Ash Run, Karen McAvoy, who's won this race 3 times with a white distinguishing cap. So they're just about right for the 163rd time, Melbourne, the running of the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Deshaun Sweet Jr. goes in. More Fallons goes up to the outside. And the field is set to run. Ready to go. And they're racing. And Solcombe stood there again and missed it by about 3 lengths this time. Beginning well towards the inside was Magical Lagoon, with also Serpentine, and not too far away Absurd, and also Vauban. Out deeper on the track, Future History, and also Right You Are coming over, and also Vow and Declare is 4 and 5 deep, and at this point of the race is about 2 off the lead and trying to push up from Carla Poor. They were followed next in the field by In Between Horses, True Marvel, Billet Military Mission is next, and just ahead of it is Absurd, and also Vauban along the inside. Next is Gold Trip as they come down the straight with just over a lap to go. Next is Listochka, who's 4 deep around Shiraz and Without a Fight. They were followed by Ash Run, Break Up, Interpretation, Sulcum. Towards the back, more Felons, and also Akita Sushi, and 2 further back is Virtuous Circle at the tail of the field. As they leave the running, the leader Serpentine by a length. In second, Future History. Third is Magical Lagoon, and Vow and Declare, fourth one off the fence. 2 lengths to Right You Are and Vauban, followed by Absurd. Carlapore is 3 wide. Next along the inside is Gold Trip, Listochka. In between horses, Military Mission, and Even Speed in the cup from Alan Kerr. They were followed one off the fence by Deshaun Sweet Jr. True Marvel 3 wide. Well back Without a Fight, Ash Run, Shiraz. Next along the inside, Sulcum, Break Up, Interpretation. Towards the back of the field, more Felons, Akita Sushi, and last of all, Virtuous Circle. 1,700 metres to go in the Lexus Melbourne Cup. Serpentine is the leader. From on the outside, Carlapore, and Future History is third. A length and a half, Magical Lagoon, and also Vow and Declare, and they get away at this stage as they reach the 1,500 metres. They're 4 lengths in front of Right You Are and Vauban, saving every inch of ground. A length and a half, the stable made Absurd, and then came Gold Trip. A length away, Listochka is 3 wide at this stage, and then came Military Mission. A length away in the field is True Marvel, and then came Alan Kerr, Deshaun Sweet Jr. Without a Fight, Shiraz well back in the field, well back 2/3 down as Ash Run, Sulcum and Break Up, and they were followed by more Felons as they string right out at the 1,000 metres. Akita Sushi is well back in the field as well, and towards the back, Interpretation and Virtuous Circle. So it's Serpentine running this along very solidly midway towards the 800 metres. It's a true staying test by 2 lengths to Carlapore and Future History. Vow and Declare is nice and close, 3 or 4 off them. They were followed by Right You Are. Vauban's only about 4 or 5 off them. Absurd the outside. Gold Trip is tanking through, needs runs. Deshaun Sweet Jr.'s wedging through them, and Alan Kerr, plenty of hopes around the corner into the straight in the Lexus Melbourne Cup. And here's Vauban on the outside of Future History, and Vow and Declare between them. Absurd is also chiming in. 400 metres to go. It's Absurd moving up on the outside for Zach Purden. A length in front, but Without a Fight is running on right down the centre of the track. Without a Fight up to Absurd, Vow and Declare, and Shiraz the bolter. It's Without a Fight.